Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 12th episode of Todd Talk. Because when Todd talks, people listen. Hopefully. So, on this 12th episode, we are talking about the highly anticipated death battle between The Flash and Quicksilver. Now, this is a very, shall we say, anticipated and both predictable death battle in that the moment we saw Flash from the end of the Ratchet and Clank versus Jack Daxter battle, we knew he was going to be battling Quicksilver because Death Battle as a series has a tendency to love putting these DC Marvel matchups, and hey, I love them too. They've done Wonder Woman versus Rogue, they've done Batman versus Spider-Man, Batman versus Captain America. Superman actually faced Goku, so that kind of broke the trend, which, to be fair, was fair given the fan base. And of course, last season they did Green Arrow versus Hawkeye, and so now we have the battle of the Speedsters. So who's gonna win? Who's going to win? Okay, look, I'm not gonna lie. I'm a DC fanboy. I love Marvel. I do, but this is one of those matchups where I cannot fathom Quicksilver winning. Okay, it's like this. It's like in season 3, which is the season we're on. When I saw Bayonetta was gonna battle, I thought it was awesome. Then when I saw she's fighting Dante, I'm like, okay, I don't know that much about Dante. That's fair. Let's just see the previews. The moment I saw that he had regenerative qualities, I knew Bayonetta was screwed. And it's not that I don't love Bayonetta. I know they could have overcome that, but they showed him getting like impaled like every 5 seconds by demons, and yet he shrugged them off and blasted them with his guns. And I was just like, I think she's in real trouble. I see the same thing happening here. Now, I actually did a lot of research on this, and you gotta remember first off that Death Battle takes from all history, timelines, crossovers, and sets of powers. This was prevalent in both, in numerous death battles, especially like Goku versus Superman, where they took, all the powers from all of Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball GT, and then even Dragon Ball Super versus Superman post Crisis. And that's key here because, in essence, that's what's going to define this battle. Now, how fast are these guys? That's really going to be the question here, and the research to back it up is out there if you're willing to look. On the official Wikipedia page of Quicksilver, it states that after being exposed to an isotope from the High Evolutionary, who's apparently now his origin, comics, Quicksilver's maximum speed is Mach 10, which is incredibly fast for Quicksilver. But then you got the Flash, who has been noted and documented to be as fast as Superman, arguably faster than Superman, and has been documented to be faster than the speed of light. In some cases, faster than the speed of light. Why does this matter? Because speed, reaction time, ability to think, this is what this battle is really going to come down to, and Flash just, in my opinion, based on the research I found, just tops it in all categories. And it's not to say Quicksilver isn't gifted. It's not even close to saying that. It's that Flash is just that much faster. If you want to prove it to yourselves, here's what you need to do. Go look up Flash Auto Second Meme. ATTO second. And you'll see that in a panel from Final Crisis, which no doubt will be used in this death battle, and be very surprised if it's not used in this death battle in some capacity, it shows how fast Barry sees things and reacts to things. He actually says he reacts less than that attosecond. And that's freaking fast. And then, you got all these other these things that you see, like in the Flash TV show, which I know isn't a true harbinger of his powers. He moves so fast, he literally freezes time and then talks to himself, or talks to Iris West in an episode for like numerous seconds while speeding around her to keep time slowed, and then he returns time to normal. the fastest I've seen Quicksilver go, you know, either in TV or comics or movies, was when he did the bullet scene in X-Men Days of Future Past, which was awesome, but you'll notice the bullets are actually moving as he's speeding around. Things are still moving, whereas Barry literally freezes time. Barry can catch bullets and not die. Sorry, Age of Ultron fans. He's run around the world in seconds, where it would take Quicksilver a lot longer based on Mach 10. Or, you know, I even saw one page that said that it was Mach 24, but I'm not sure that was accurate. He's just that fast, and he's able to think that fast. And oftentimes he holds back his powers, not unlike Superman, because if he goes too fast, he knows he's going to hurt things. If you don't believe that, look at the Justice League cartoon where Flash runs around the world to gain power to destroy Lex Luthor Brainiac. He destroys a lot of things in the process. You know, that's how fast he's going. He tears up the world as he's running. If he goes fast enough, he can walk. The boat can run on water, but Barry runs through time consistently, emphatically. He's a treadmill that goes through time. Why not? And another thing, Barry can hurl lightning. That's a power Quicksilver doesn't have. I just don't see a way. Now, yes, there is one instance, and I had to look this up, where Quicksilver has the ability to jump into the future to grab future copies of himself and bring them back in time. This was part of the Terrigenesis he himself went through. Long story. So yes, in theory, if they wanted to do it, they could have him use these future clones to help him against Barry Allen. There's just one problem. All the Quicksilvers in the world aren't going to be faster than one Barry Allen. And if we really wanted to go crazy death battle here, and I would love to see this, imagine like a Chuck Norris versus Sega Sancho situation where it's Flash versus all these Quicksilvers. They're all beating up on him. All it takes is one attosecond for him to realize what's going on. He goes as fast as he can, breaks the time barrier, comes back 10 seconds before Quicksilver does it, and there you go. I would love to see that. I really want to see that. But most importantly, and most definitively, these guys have fought before. These guys have raced before. And Flash won 2 out of the 3. But Todd, that means that Quicksilver won one of the battles. Doesn't that mean you could win here? No. You're waiting for me to explain why, right? Okay. In the Justice League Avengers crossover, which for the record wasn't even Barry Allen, it was actually Wally West, so it's not Barry Allen. Or so I'm told. I didn't read it, but I read the research behind it. Quicksilver found out about Flash and decided to race him. Flash whipped him. Quicksilver notes how embarrassing it was, how badly he raced him. And then he raced him again and he lost. And then he raced him in the Marvel Universe and he won. What's the difference between the DC Universe and the Marvel Universe? The Speed Force. Quicksilver is a mutant where his abilities come literally from inside his own genes, whether you believe in the mutant theory or the the high evolutionary augmentation that technically is occurring in the Marvel comics. It all sucks. We know he's always going to be the son of Magneto to me, just saying. Anyway, watch the Death Battle preview. You're going to see how insane Quicksilver's origin story is. Okay, anyway. So, Quicksilver's ability is natural. Barry's comes from the Speed Force, a natural energy. I just saw that my screen lit up. I'm sorry about that. A almost unnatural source of energy that drives Barry Allen and subsequent speedsters to go as fast as the Speed Force. The Speed Force was even mentioned in the Flash TV show recently as being a thing that's been there since the Big Bang and until the end of the universe. It's going to be there. That's what he drives from. That's what makes him go faster. That's what powers Reverse Flash, powers Kid Flash, even Jay Garrick in some continuities. It's the Speed Force. It's what makes him go fast. It's what allows him to travel through time. It's the source of his powers. And as long as he is in a universe where a Speed Force is present, which you know the death battles are going to be in, there's no competition. It's a natural mutation versus an unnatural gift, if you will. And going back to Quicksilver's augmentation, if you believe one source of the comics, he was Mach 4 for a long time. Then the experimentation from the High Evolutionary made him Mach 10. He had to unnaturally boost his powers, where Barry is just defined by how fast he can go and how attached he is to the Speed Force. So that's the difference. It's a small difference, but it's the difference. Flash is faster than Quicksilver. Flash can react faster than Quicksilver. Again, attosecond. Attosecond? I don't know. And Flash, I believe, my opinion, has better feats than than Quicksilver. Now, yes, he obviously they're not going to reference in full, I would think, the Age of Ultron version where, he caught bullets and died. That never gets old to say. But there are, and I've seen, Quicksilver go so fast that he's reversed a cyclone. And again, a Days of Future Past, he moved the bullets and warped the entire scene. But Barry has just done so much more. He literally, unintentionally, reworked the entire universe because he went back in time to save his mother. And because of that, all of history got rewritten. He went that fast that he could go back the 20, 30 some odd years to save his mother. And because of that impact, that one decision, he changed everything. You don't hear about Quicksilver going back to the past and changing time. It's not to my knowledge. And again, just between the reaction time, between hurling lightning, which I'm pretty sure Quicksilver can't do. This is just a no contest to me. And yes, I know I'm wearing a Flash shirt because I want the Flash to win here, and I want DC to finally get another victory. I'm still mad about Green Arrow and Hawkeye. I swear that one's false. Anyway, but if just being impartial based on the research I've found, Barry can travel faster than the speed of light. Quicksilver has been noted as being supersonic in numerous incarnations. Supersonic, faster than the speed of sound, which is impressive. Again, Mach 10, but speed of light, 186,000 miles per second. That's a difference. That's a huge difference. And thus, I think that the Flash will win their death battle. Yeah. Now, I'm also, despite me really wholeheartedly believing Flash is going to win this battle, I'm still looking forward to this because I think this, if done right, this could be one of the coolest looking death battles ever. And I really want to see both how they interpret their speed and how they portray it onto the death battle. Because if you think about it, speed is kind of hard to show if not done right. Because that's why they have the blur effect, or in like the Flash TV show, they have the lightning streaks behind him to show just how fast he's going. I really look forward to seeing how Death Battle is going to interpret that. And on that note, I will end this Todd talk. Be sure to let me know what you think. If you think Flash or Quicksilver is going to win. If you've seen the Death Battle already, if you're what's the word? Sponsor. If you're a sponsor and you've already seen it, great. Don't spoil it for the rest of us. I'm waiting till Wednesday. It's one of the highlights of my Wednesdays, Death Battle. And I want to view it in full there, not here. So please don't spoil. I will find you if you spoil it for me. So I thank you for watching. If you've made it this far, I know you've been listening, and I will see you around. Be back in a